Okay, come here. I'll make a bold claim. Samsung's OneUI is the best Android skin out there. And every time you see a phone review, you will always hear reviewers excited about the stock Android experience. Stock Android has no bloatware. Stock Android runs apps faster and quicker. Stock Android has better battery support. Stock Android this, stock Android that. And we do Android skin comparisons every year. Well, 8,000 likes. The yearly videos are going to drop really soon. But today's video is going to be different. It is kind of a spoiler. OneUI is far better than stock Android. And of course, Samsung OneUI isn't perfect. Like on budget phones, you get Core OneUI, which is, come on. You don't get screen recording on Core OneUI. But Samsung is now mostly launching phones with full OneUI. And if you have a Samsung phone, you will love this video and us as well. So stay tuned till the end. Pratik, TechWiser, let's go. But before we get to this whole Google versus Samsung debate, let's talk about iPhones for a moment. And here's a word from our sponsor, Wondershare Mobile Trans. So if you buy a new iPhone, trust me, transferring data from an Android to iPhone is very tricky or vice versa. So you can use Mobile Trans to transfer WhatsApp chat, messages, photos and everything seamlessly. And you can also transfer WhatsApp chats even if you have a WhatsApp business account. All you have to do is download Mobile Trans, connect your Android smartphone and iPhone. It will automatically detect the phones, ask for permissions, collect all data and transfer it seamlessly. The good thing is, iPhone doesn't let you transfer WhatsApp chats if you have a WhatsApp business account. It's better on Wondershare Mobile Trans. I've previously used Mobile Trans to transfer WhatsApp chats from Android to iPhone. It's a paid app and you can access it from the first link in the description. And this coming Black Friday sale, you also get 20% off. Okay, number one. See, with Android 12, Google introduced some really important privacy features, like if you open the camera or if any app uses the camera, you get this green dot up over here. So you know that the camera is active. Or if an app wants to know your location, you get the option to give an approximate location instead of a precise location. So this is all good. Kudos to Google. But Samsung takes privacy and security to a whole different level. Like for starters, you get Knox security and this is hardware level security, meaning there is an extra chip inside Samsung phone dedicated to data security. And another really good feature you get is Secure Folder, where you can keep personal files, folders, pictures and even apps hidden. And it works really well. Like for example, see, I go to Secure Folder and I get the camera, and when I click pictures from this camera, the photos are saved in a separate gallery. So this is my normal gallery and this is my Secure Folder gallery. So my phone treats every app inside Secure Folder to be a separate private version of the same app. And if you have the latest OneUI 5, then you get this maintenance mode, where in case you have to give your phone to the service center or just a local shop to repair, there is always this fear that they might look inside my phone, picture, contacts. But when you activate this maintenance mode, this will hide all your personal apps and information and only give limited access. Kudos to Samsung for taking data security and privacy very seriously. Now with Android 12, Google introduced this Material You theme where the icons, setting page will take the color of the wallpaper that you have set. Looks quite good. And with Android 13, they have further improved this feature and you get more options of selecting more color palettes. Like see here, if I set a yellow wallpaper, the app icon, the setting page has this yellow theme. This is nice and I really like this. But OneUI goes beyond this. Like there is a separate theme store in Samsung phones where you can download and apply custom themes made by the Samsung community. This changes the entire look and feel of the phone. Like for instance, I'll apply this mode here and see it not only changes the wallpaper but also applies the theme on system apps like the phone app or the message app now looks like this. And then you get Bixby routine. Now I know people hate Bixby. Go ahead, do it in comments. But if you have a Samsung phone, you should try Bixby routine. You can automatically initiate certain actions based on certain conditions. Like see this one, every time I launch YouTube app, even if my phone is set to silent mode and auto rotate is off, the volume is triggered to max and auto rotate turns on. And when I exit YouTube, the phone goes back to silent mode and auto rotate is switched off. And this happens automatically and seamlessly. So OneUI takes that customization feature to the next level. And talking about recording, one of the very few phones that can record your calls without
this call is now being recorded
is Samsung phones. Now Google makes a call announcement when you record calls because in US it is illegal to record calls without informing the other person. But Samsung OneUI is the only alternative where you can auto record calls without any announcement. And you would be like, Pratik, isn't call recording unethical? Well, I'm not sure about ethics, but if you choose it for the right reasons. Firstly, in India, call recording is admissible in court. So if you have any shady calls, you can present your call recording as evidence. And secondly, people have their own reasons to record calls. Let's not judge them. And number 4, One UI has just nailed Windows management. Like see here in the Fold, I can open multiple apps and split them like this. It is so seamless, and you can even split more than 2 apps. Like see here, I'll split 3 apps. On Android tablet, all you can do is split 2 apps. And in general, Samsung One UI has more features to offer than Google's stock Android. Like for instance, this Edge panel, where you can set quick shortcuts to your apps, contacts, the compass, even a history of the clipboard. And my personal favorite is this Smart Select tool. So suppose I need to extract a text, but I don't want to take and save an entire screenshot. All I have to do is tap here. It automatically picks up a selection area. Press done and hit this T icon, and it will automatically extract the entire text from the selected area. You can then paste it anywhere you want. This is so handy. Or suppose you want to take a GIF from a video instantly, like meme content. All you have to do is hit the animation, again make a selection, and now you get the option to record a 15-second clip and send it as a video file. While you can maybe get some of the features on a Pixel phone, you'll have to download a third-party app, so that will take up more space and ask for additional permissions. On Samsung, all these features are natively built in. And not just that, you have the Good Luck module. It is developed by Samsung. It does not work with every Samsung phone, but a lot of Samsung phones. This allows you to change very rare features of the phone. Like for instance, if I don't like this app switcher, I can simply go this in Task Changer app and select a different style. Like I'll select this stack style, and see when I open app switcher, it now looks like this. This is so cool. Good Lock is a dream come true for all of us who buy an Android for the power of customization. And this point everyone would agree to. Samsung's One UI has better software updates. Like earlier, stock Android was known for faster and long-term updates, but if you see, things have changed now. Like see here on Samsung website, they promise to give you 4 years of OS updates, and if you ask me, that is a huge deal, because I'm getting a guarantee that my phone will not become old for at least 4 years. So for instance, if I buy the S22 now, I can safely use that up until 2026. Like just for instance, the single take feature that came out with the S21 series was made available in the S22. So say in the future, when the S26 comes out with a new software feature, that software feature will even come to the S22 series. On Pixel 7, you get a maximum 3 years of OS update. So if you buy a Pixel phone now, it will become old by 2025, 1 year before the S22. But credit where it is due, Google Pixels will be the first phone to receive the updates, way ahead of Samsung phones. Like just for reference, we have Android 13 running on the Pixel 6a since the middle of August, and Samsung just started rolling out their Android 13 One UI, and that too only for flagship phones. So yes, Google gives you quicker software updates. My point being, if you buy a Samsung phone now, you are good to go for the next 4 years. And last but not the least, this one's the best. Okay, so on Pixel and most Android phones, you get this feature to cast your screen to a TV. That way you can watch videos and use all the stuff on a bigger screen. But Samsung takes this to a whole new level with Samsung DeX. Like see here, we have this touch monitor, and I'll activate Samsung DeX on it, and see, you get a full desktop-like experience. Like you have time at the bottom, you have the app drawer. So now you can open your files or even email on the bigger screen. But you'll be like, brother, what's the use of this? I can simply connect a computer and do the same thing, right? Yes, you can. I'm not denying that. But Samsung is giving you an additional option to use your phone as a computer too. And if you have a Samsung TV, you can wirelessly connect Samsung DeX without any cables. Google Pixel, on the other hand, doesn't have any such feature. The max you can do is link your Android phone to a Windows PC and then get notification, calls, everything. But then again, every Android phone, including Samsung, can do that, and that is not as feature-rich as Samsung DeX. But unfortunately, Samsung DeX is not available on every Samsung phone. Like you get it with the flagship S22 series and even the FE series, except Samsung Galaxy Flip, which I don't think is flagship enough. Sorry sir, like that's his phone. Daily driver. And just to end this video, Samsung's One UI isn't perfect as well. Like you get Core One UI with the budget phones that barely has any of the features of One UI, or the Samsung DeX feature, which is only available on their premium phones like 40,000-50,000 and up. And then because Knox security, you can't unlock the bootloader. So if you're flashing custom ROMs and all, stay away from Samsung. But the point here is, Android is meant to be this way. Google makes Android, and other Android manufacturers take Android one step further. And in that department, Samsung is doing the best, even better than Google themselves. So Google should take note, especially in keeps. And on that note, this is Adi signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew.